to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a net with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
I mean, make you feel good about it. Yeah,
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
Sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Lillard at the point, receiving.
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. Lillard against Curry. Top the key, Aminu. Unloads. Great D that time from Green. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. He trains the quick shot. Lillard's got 10. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Warriors with the rebound. Bogut's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Again, Curry missing.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half. And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of a season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
McCollum, no good.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Pass to Barnes. Stolen by McCollum. Goes up. And then Lillard slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flat.
And he gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And McCollum with the slam.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And then for Golden State, Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Crabbe kicks to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum, no good.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
I tell you what, the great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Deep two from Rush. And that one hits back iron.
A little ambitious on that position.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is. Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
They get the rebound. That drops.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time.
Look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
Longley, the pass to Plumlee. And the layup's good off the glass. Plumlee's got 4 points in the quarter. Knocks it loose. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. The Warriors on top, up 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes at the 3 spot. Henderson. And a miss there on the triple. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. Lillard dishes the left. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at it.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portland. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Davis, here we go. And the shot is good. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Green, no luck.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Aminu misses. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Barnes. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And Portland with the ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And that one's good. And that's now 29 points for Steph Curry.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Lillard. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Yeah, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
For the Trailblazers, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Davis. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Gerald Henderson. Warriors trail by 9. Iguodala outside. The 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for Iguodala.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs. Just not letting up at all.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that. Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. The time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And Lillard throws it down.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV. No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Takes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Trailblazers lead by 8. Curry connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard again. It's Thompson. Lillard the best to McCollum. Feeds it to Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. Warriors with the rebound.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Curry can't get it to go. All going up court. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 7.